Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Mark.
And we have over 65 years of bushfire fighting experience between us.
We've partnered with Youi to help people prepare for bushfire season.
And we're here today to talk about preparing your property for bushfire if you live in country Australia.
Farmers have always been bushfire experts because they've spent their life looking after their land. If you look after your land and prepare it for bushfires, you're going to be far safer when a bushfire arrives.
Climate is changing, and as it changes, we need to change with it. We need to be better prepared. Every individual needs to be better prepared, and every community needs to be better prepared. We can learn a lot from farmers. Farmers rely on the land for their livelihood, and as such, they take great care of the land because they need that into the future.
Farmers also have the plant and equipment that they need to really look after land well, and this is very useful in bushfires.
Yes, Mark, and farmers are very good at making what we call asset protection zones. That's where they clear a large amount of land before their crops or before their properties. So that large area between property and bushland gives them that asset interface where we can protect their property. Plus, many farmers are also volunteer firefighters, so they have a good knowledge of fires. They all get together to prepare and look after the community. They know they have to work together. They know they have to prepare together.
If you look after your land and prepare it for bushfires, you're going to be far safer when a bushfire arrives. Animals are particularly vulnerable in bushfires. Domestic animals can leave with you. Large animals like horses need an evacuation plan, and this needs to be done in advance.
That evacuation plan needs to cover where you will take them, when you will take them, how you will take them, and who will take them if you're not available.
To allow animals to get away from any fires, make sure that they're not tethered.
Make sure that you've got plenty of water and a week's worth of food supply.
And make sure that your pumps and water troughs are working properly.
Like humans, animals react differently under stress. So it's very important that you practice your evacuation plan so they are well versed in what's happening.
The best way to protect large animals on a property is to move them to a safe part of the property that's well protected. You can also make sure that all your gates are unlocked so that they can be pushed open if the animals need to move in an emergency.
Animals sense fire straight away and they want to move away from it. So the best thing you can do if you know there's a fire near you is to move them as far away from the fire as you can. Make sure that area has food and water, and as Mark said, all the gates closed but not locked.
Animals are a real part of our family and we want to take good care of them. So making sure you know where they are and you can quickly get them off the property is really important.
For firefighters, the last thing we want to do when we go to a bushfire is try and evacuate people with animals. The best thing to do is have them evacuated in advance. People love their animals, and if we can't get the animals out with them, we quite often may have a very, very difficult task.
There are a few essential items that all rural Australians need to be bushfire ready.
A battery-powered radio, plenty of food and water, appropriate protective clothing, long sleeve shirt, long pants, closed-in footwear, breathing apparatus, eye protection, and a hat or helmet.
Woolen blankets to protect you from the heat, and a first aid kit. Over the years, we've seen some really well-prepared farms. This includes things like
prepare your property early. That means having a large cleared area with no vegetation overhanging the building and leaf litter cleared.
Make sure there is an access to water for fire trucks and good access for fire trucks to enter and turn around to protect your property. Apply metal fly screen mesh over vent holes to stop embers getting under the house or into the roofs.
Have hoses that can cover every part of your property to extinguish spot fires caused by flying embers.
If protecting your property yourself, always wear long sleeve shirts, jeans, covered shoes, goggles, and use respiratory protection such as a P3 mask.
Always keep track of weather and fire danger ratings. Clear all ground litter and roof litter. Block drain pipes with a tennis ball or a sock full of sand and fill gutters with water. Don't forget to remove the blockage when the danger has passed.
Remove combustibles such as wood piles, outdoor furniture and mulch from around buildings. Our experience fighting fires suggests that additions like fire-resistant shutters and external and internal sprinkler systems supplied by a large concrete water tank can make your home as resilient as possible. If there's a fire in your area, it's important to know when to go. You should leave if the fire danger rating is catastrophic and there is an evacuation order from the local fire brigade.
Deciding to stay will vary from family to family and situation to situation. If you have young children or elderly or vulnerable people in your family, you should leave early.
If your property is well prepared and you are fit and you feel safe, then you may decide to stay longer. If possible, tell someone you're staying.
If you can't get out of your house, the first thing you should do is go and shelter on the side of your house which is furthest away from the oncoming fire.
You can also fill the bath with water and seal off underneath all the doors with wet towels.
Ensure that all your windows are closed and that you move combustibles such as curtains away from the window. Be prepared to leave if the conditions in the house become unbearable, and if possible move to a burnt area outside the home.
When the fire passes, go outside and put out spot fires. Keep hoses inside until the fire passes so they are not damaged by the fire. Check the manhole in your ceiling to ensure there is no fire in the roof space. And have plenty of drinking water available when you shelter in your home. No matter where you live, everybody can take something from farmers' approach to preparing for bushfires. For more useful tips on bushfire preparedness, check out all of the articles on this Bushfire Hub.